the things that he was into and stuff.
I'm just done with you right now.
So he knew, like, but when it comes to a child, you have to, you know.
This is my list of videos right here. Most of them you'll never see. They're my clippings. I clip different things. I put things together. And then I go back, you know, I title them what's going on in the video. That way when I hear something, I go, oh yeah, I remember. I've got them saying that in a different way. Yeah. Let me play something. Yeah, here's a good one for you.
I want to get some reviews and stuff, but I'd rather keep my sanity and then get less views, and then instead of be constantly just pissed off and my blood pressure soaring. And, you know, shorten my life by probably 10, 20 years. It's, I mean, yeah, I can get more views and I can get more money, but is it really worth it? You know what I mean? I know I can make really, really good money on here. I've done it before, doing drama. And I didn't know that's where my channel was going, but that's where it did go.
I added my shrimp and sausage together.
Just hasn't.
So, you know, she was talking the other day about she was so pissed off at Ryan and has this big vendetta about Ryan. And, you know, Cotton plays a big part in Summer's case only due to Fred and Ziggy. Fred brought his name in this case, and he did that when he went to jail. And, you know, he says very specific things about him that Cotton had told him something about Summer. He told Ellie that he was going to the cave, which doesn't make any sense because Cotton didn't pass away till February of 23, right? And Summer disappeared in 21. So if you think about it, why would Cotton be going to any cave in 2023? For what? For what? Summer was never found in the cave. If he had already been to the cave and was coming back out with Summer, she would be there with him when they found him. So Fred would have to be saying he was going to the cave to what? Retrieve her? See, that story don't make sense if you think about it. And the only reason, in my opinion, he told that story is because he was looking at 16 years in prison for the meth charges that he had. He ended up cutting a deal. I don't know what he told him. I know he failed his fucking poly. It said no opinion, so he surely didn't pass it. You know, he has since mentioned that him and Marvin Simpson followed Cotton to the very cemetery that he parked at because they were, you know, worried he would get robbed. Or Cotton said he was worried he'd get robbed. I'd have to listen to that again. And it's all very mind-blowing. There's other things about, you know, that's been said. And it's nasty. You know, they were talking to, PG brought it out. And somewhat of it may be true. I don't know. You know, I guess I've got the screenshot. I've not put out so much that I have because I don't know the truth behind a lot of things. But see, I want to talk about it, but I don't want to say it, so I guess I'm just going to have to drop it. Moving on. I've got a screenshot that I've not put out yet on the time of Chad being in the holler, which matches up with a lot of things, but it sure don't match up with Laura and Fred's 430. From what this person said that lives in the holler, and she actually said it was okay if everybody knows that she said it. I just not sure that I want to put her out there because I do not trust anybody at this point in time, and I certainly do not trust Fred not to harass anybody. But she had said in this text that Chad Arnold came out of the holler and stopped at her place and talked to her daughter and was asking what's happening, what's going on, and they had told him Summer was missing, and he was like, oh shit, I want to get out of here before the cops get here, and that was right before the cops arrived. 4:30 is not right before the cops arrived. We're talking like between 6:37, so he was not there at 4:30. And there is a reason. Let me go stir my stuff. There is a reason that I posted that video of Liv's. I know it sounds like shit, but I can't fix someone else's video quality. You know, in that video, Candace admits that she left the holler. What am I doing over here? Got gas on. Gas ain't free. She says she left the holler and went down both sides of the road, right? Something like that. Went down to the church and then came back in, and she said she went down to the end of the holler, which the end of the holler is her road, is Fred's house. So that timing right there, if Candace left and came back down and went down to Fred's house, and then that timing would make sense that she's seen Chad, and then she left, and then he left, and so it appeared that he followed her out, right? There's just so much. I think my hubby's home. Where's Betsy? So I'm cooking my meat together. I'm boiling my water. I gotta get these vegetables cooked. I usually do them by themselves in butter, which I believe I'm going to do. I've got a gas oven, and right now my big one is out. Well, it's not out, but sometimes it won't light, and I don't want to keep trying it and have that gas come out. So I'm working on 2 medium burners right now, which really sucks. So, let's see, I'm boiling my water, and I think what I'm gonna do, I want to continue to get that boiling. I don't want to, yeah, I'm gonna boil that